69-65 in the fourth quarter. We've said it so many times, especially against the Knicks. The fourth quarter is Miller time. It has not been so far in this series. You see what he has done in the fourth quarter, including that goose egg in Game 3. But now he's having his best game of the series already with 21 points. He'll start the fourth quarter on the bench, but will be there when they need him, perhaps, to pull out the game.
Well, with this unit that Larry Bird has out on the floor, the momentum died, and he's coming back with them to try to start the fourth quarter. Davis, Perkins, Rose, Hoiberg, and Mullen.
He's not going to stay long with them if they don't deliver immediately, Steve.
Chris Dudley with a New York foul of Antonio Davis. Here's the replay.
This is hands-on defense. You can see him pulling the shirt out and working his way up his back.
And Dudley's comment right back was, look, if they're not going to call traveling, why should I suspect they're going to call me pulling the guy's shirt off his back?
New York has Larry Johnson, Chris Dudley, Allen Houston, Chris Childs, and Marcus Camby on the floor as Freewell continues to watch from the New York bench.
I'm amazed by how much both coaches are substituting this evening. This is the critical game here. And I just always felt that your best players at their worst are better than your bad players at their best.
Larry Johnson, 2 ball fakes, put it up and in. Nice move, Larry Johnson. Antonio Davis, after a good game in Game 4, is coming back with another solid effort. Sprewell waiting to come in, and good to see because Antonio was devastated. The man that committed the foul on Larry Johnson's miracle 4-point play talked to his wife and his mom, got over it, came back strong.
And Antonio Davis back down on the post, working against Dudley, trying to bring it inside. Nice left hand. But Larry Bird, in all of the lunches and breakfasts that you've had with him, he told you, both of my teams are better than their best team.
Larry Bird was one of those guys that always played 48 in Game 5.
Houston for 3. On target, Allen Houston. Houston now with 16 points, and New York back within 3.
Davis has got an outstanding left hand with that jump hook.
Hoiberg blocked. It'll be New York's ball off Antonio Davis.
Now, the beauty of the Indiana Pacers is they don't understand who Marcus Camby is. They keep turning the corner and bringing it in and having it slapped away. Now, when you can work one-on-one against Dudley, you're going to have a chance to get your shots away. But now
Dudley's a terrific defensive player, Steve. And that's just an outstanding shot by Antonio Davis.
Dudley goes out as Sprewell returns to the game. Houston to LJ against Antonio Davis. Double team by Hoiberg. Child.
That's over the back by Marcus Camby. That's the 4th foul.
Steve, you talk about the Pacers not being ready for Marcus Camby. I'm reminded, as we look at foul trouble here, Thomas Camby with 4, Davis McKee with 4. That's Antonio Davis. I'm reminded of Dave Cowens when he first joined the Celtics. Fouled out of virtually every game for the first 6 weeks of his career. And the referees finally said, that's the way he plays. And they just let him play that way the rest of the way. And Marcus Camby establishing himself in much the same way in this playoff series.
Allen Houston has to guard Jalen Rose now after Miller goes out, and neither one is a bargain. Now 4 fouls on Allen.
Allen Houston had that bad look on his face when he saw Jalen Rose against him in the post. He was in a defensive attitude the entire time. They're going to come right back to it.
The fourth quarter. If you don't have 4 fouls, you haven't done much.
That time Houston lets him go, and Rose puts it through. Jalen Rose gives Indiana a 5-point lead, shaking his head as he goes back up court, telling Allen Houston, nope, you can't check me.
Here's a matchup that the Knicks can take advantage of. Freewell against Hoiberg, turns a corner whistle.
Why wouldn't he take it to the rim past Hoiberg instead of going up?
Hoiberg's got some very nice athletic gifts out there. That's traveling. How do they allow that? How can you guard somebody when you let them do this? What? Look at this.
You're watching the NBA on NBC. Where else?